to another really quick half hour thinking about render options extending window base. And I do have something else. I got my gradient editor. It extends window base. I can use my gradient editor to remind myself that one thing I need to do is this. In fact, I need to do this. Not quite that bit, obviously. And the thing that I need to do is I need to set up window base. Parent root active false. Okay, let me just get straight in here. I'm going to get a new mouse very soon, like in the next 2 days. What's the other thing I was saying? Yeah, so window base, something like this. There may be some stuff like that, don't know. Okay, I'm at the end of this. Copy to gset, yeah, update edit panel, right. Okay. Right. Okay, now, as usual, didn't quite catch all that. Right, ask for a width and height. Do I need a width and height? This thing, I am imagining it being really set in width and height. And I don't think I'm going to bother with them. I don't think I am. Nope. This little bit can happen. I will need to make up a width and height. Now, how do I make up a width and height? One thing is I can just make up a width. I can invent something. Because I am imagining, it's not very sort of graceful or anything, but I am imagining a stack of options. Most of the options in this thing are going to be those video options. There's going to be a handful of things at the top for width, height, recursions, copy, log, and there may be an image thing or two, but I don't know about that really, now that I think about it. Anyway, I need to think of a width and height. How do I decide how wide this thing is? How do I decide how high it's going to be? And what actually does it set? It sets this. Now, the thing is that I can then put a whole bunch of things inside this which go well outside the face of it. But I don't really want to do that. Well, actually I can, yeah I can. Put a bunch of things outside the face of this. Resize the face so it's the right size. Then align them all so that they will resize if that resizes. Because I may want this thing to resize in the future. No, I'm not wanting it to resize in the future. Not for now anyway. For now I'm just going to add the things, then resize the window to contain them. And I'll set up the panels within it. such that when I resize the window they won't change size. That's my plan. So width and height I will set to have values just now. But no man, this actually, now that I think about it, I will still have to I have to do some faffing at the end as well if I do this. But I suppose I don't have to do the faffing at the beginning if I do it. I want to remind myself what the actual, because it's like the thing that I call to resize a window, or no, a gadget. Set size. You see, I think I'd rather call a range. Because a lot of things have to bloody happen. Set size then does a whole bunch of things. Yeah, so I think I want a range, x, y, and width, height. Okay, right, okay, so for the time being I'm not going to figure those out. Or that. I'll just say that x and y are the mouse x and mouse y, and the width float can equal button what did I decide it was in no, I can't remember what it was. It's going to be button large, and height float can equal 200 for now. Doesn't really matter. That can just set itself up, except it is called render options. That and that happens fine. This is not to be true, because they're not resizable, it's not minimizable, it's not maximizable. You can shift it around if you want, but you're pretty much going to be stuck with it until you close it. Excuse me. I am being driven insane by that. And what on earth is all this? Add row response, okay. This is stuff I copied. Hang on, I'm in the bloody gradient editor. What am I doing? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I really hope that I haven't got myself into trouble here. It's just as well as just remarking out these things. God. Yeah, sorry dude, you do want all this. Of course you want to do that. Of course you want to be resizable. My God. Am I a fool? Okay, and then it does this. And no, it doesn't equals that. Edit, whatever it was, gradient set. Do I change anything else? I'm just gonna have to check when I come back. Meanwhile, inside render options, yeah, keep that. Width float equals fucking button large. Height float equals 200. All of this is gibberish, which I just remove. Define gradient set as it was, but I see that the rest of this looks more or less the same. And this is render options. God. So now do I want to make a general options panel, which is totally distinct? Because actually I don't think I really do. I think I could just have a thing which is called options panel. And actually just call it, oh man, fine options panel. And it'll have a title field, and it will have some buttons which already exist. And will I think about just plucking them from here? It's these. And it's this. These no longer have a meaning, although there will be a render options button. Okay, I'm going to just bite the bullet. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it there, I'm going to take these, am I, hold my breath, corner remove, insert after insert before loop tick. Am I? Yes. Be gone and come with me to your new comfortable home. Don't piss me around, mate. Yeah, that's not really a field, is it? And oops. Copy log my button. And I have some other fields here, which are out w, int, and out height, int, recursions, int, and copy, gopl, copy l, bool. Something that occurs when this is called is out w equals project output width, out height equals project output height. I suppose I could put in the scale, seeing as I'll have a bit more space. Recursions, copy L equals project, what was it? Copy log, copy render log flag. Yeah, I could have output scale as well. And that's a float, I believe. Project out scale, yeah. Okay. Rinky dinky dinky dink. The other things will go inside, well, because also I need a video options of class video options, and I need an image options of class image options. The video options equivalent of this, as I know, are inside video options. Now I need to start doing things. I need to make an options panel. Equals new my panel. its parent is self, and its x. I start here. Cx local cx float equals 0.0 and cy float equals 0.0. Here I am at the top left of this new window. Cx, cy. Now I need width, and it's the face width. It is fw float equals self face width. The height is irrelevant. Well, no, the face height's irrelevant, but this will be face width, and the height of this will be, I should maybe do a sum to figure out options panel height and some other things. Okay. This is a little bit annoying. Yeah, it is a little bit annoying. I forget that the options panel, of course, has a border. The panels have borders. God, okay. Panel height float equals come on, man, think. Well, what do I need? I need the title, I need the width, the height, and the scale. I need the recursions button and the keep log button. So I think that's 4 lines. And I'm going to say button height, as usual, is button height. So the panel height is going to be button height times 4 plus border times 2, because that's the top and bottom of the panel. It needs a border, and that is to be panel height. And options panel, align sides 0, 0, 0, 0. It's stuck up to the top left. This window should not resize. Suppose I could say 0, 1, 0, 0, so that the right is locked to the right. I don't want the bottom locked to the bottom, because I'm going to resize the window at the end of this once I've figured out the last position of cy. Now, local button width float equals options panel face width, and the title I should have given this probably a cleverer thing, but I didn't, never mind. Title equals new label, my label. Oh, come on. This is in the options panel, and the string is general, and the x is cx and cy, and this is button width, and it is also button height. And hell, I'll align the sides 0, 1, 0, 2. And now I say cy plus equals title height, not title height, title height. Now I need the width and height. Width, height, and scale. Recursions and copy flag. So I think I'll get the width, height and scale on one line, and I will say, call them small button width, SBW float equals button width divided by 3.0, and I say out width button equals new my button width. There's no point filling this in just now really, but anyway. Oops, the parent is the options panel. I better check my time. This is CX, CY, small button width, button height, and no image and nothing. Out width button, align sides at 0, 2, 0, no, 2, 2. CX plus equal out width button width and out height button equals new my button options panel height, comma, these might be too neatly packed, small button width, comma, button height. This is not W button width, this is S button width. My button, not times that, but just that. Out height button, align sides, 2, 2, 2, 2. CX plus equals out height button width, out scale. I don't. Do I have an out scale button? I don't. Out scale button. My button. Out scale button equals my button. Options panel. Scale, comma, CX, comma, CY, comma, small button width, comma, button height. And again, out scale button, align sides, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. My dog is barking again. CX equals CX equals 0, CY plus equals out width button height. Back to the start for the next buttons. Recursions button equals new my button options panel recursions CX, CY, normal button width, button height. Recursions button, align sides, 0, 1, 2, 2. CY plus equals recursions button height. I better call it, I'll be... Okay, well, I got distracted and called away there, but I'm going to try and get another 15 minutes or so into this. Recursions button. Now the copy log equals new my button, and it's in the options panel, and it is save render CX, CY, button width, button height. Don't know what happened there, I'm assuming that's right. Copy log, align sides. What did I say? 0, 1. And again, this is going to be 2, 2 because at the bottom of the copy log, yeah, no, 0, 1, 2, 0 actually. No, 0, 1, 2, 1. So the bottom is locked to the bottom, but the top is proportional. Got a problem with that? Alright, got you. Now, that is it. Now, what CY equals is options panel height. To stick it down at the bottom of the underside of the options panel. Excuse me, because now I'm going to add the video options equals new video options. What the hell are the things for video options? Yeah, it's like X and Y and a width and a height, but if you don't give it a width it takes, yeah, okay, no, that's as I wanted. So I do give it a width, an X and a Y, sorry. Video options self, CX and CY. And video options, align sides, 0, 1, 2, 2, CY plus equals video options height. I think you'll find video options does have a height, yep. Ding ding ding. Image options equals new image options self CX CY image options align sides 0, 1, 2, 1 CY plus equals image options height. I fell into the wrong habit here. This goes back there. Now I say self arrange. Okay, actually I say what? Width I've got already. Height I need to adjust, and X and Y. So height equals H, can I just say H equals a CY plus window CY plus a window title height plus border window border size. And here is where I do the jiggery pokery about listening to my little dog whine because she's not getting to sit next to her favourite person. This, which I can't be bothered typing again, and so goes into this. I think that's okay. At this point, I want to say set event response comma true. I want copy log, recursions button, outscale button and outheight button all to come to this response. Apply button and cancel. Why is this? You don't find apply button, but you did find cancel, did you? You did find. You didn't find either. In the gradient editor, it has an apply and cancel button. I'll take it. Now, I need to make those apply and cancel buttons. Oh man, I totally forgot about apply and cancel. They're just gonna be snuck down the bottom. One second. Now, okay, I have to have a think because, well, it's not exactly a serious think. Right. Apply button. And now I'm going to say small button width equals button width divided by 2.0. Apply button equals new my button. And it's just in the panel. Oh, what's it called? Options panel. Oh no, it's not in the options panel. I'm being daft. The options panel is only at the top. This is like in the main part of the window. That's okay. I think. Yeah. Don't know why I bother with the options panel. Self. And no, this does not equals this. It equals self face width divided by 2. This is going to look really weird actually now that and this is apply cx comma cy comma small button width comma button height. Apply button, align sides a 0 to 1. This actually needs to be 2. But this and apply, I have to do this manually, button set event response and cancel button equals new my button self cancel and I'll just go straight for small button width comma cy comma small button width comma button height. Apply no cancel button align sides 2 1 2 1 cancel button set event response Whew. And cy plus equals apply button height. Okay. Now, update gadgets in this case will mean output out width. What on earth is the problem here? Why can't you see out width button? Text equals out width button not found. Where the hell am I? I'm in image options. This explains a lot. One day I might be given some responsibility and will be in deep trouble. Method update gadgets void friggin' void. Text equals the string, oh no, equals width plus, I am going to put spaces back in, plus the string of out width, out height button text equals height plus the string of out height. Out scale button text equals scale plus the string of out scale. Recursions button text equals, this actually equals the truncated flow to that. Text equals the string of rec copy log equals, no, this actually equals recursions plus equals save render log plus bool, what have I got? Bool on off, bool yes no. That's just so friggin' annoying. Bool. Just have bool on off. Fine. Okay, copy L. And also I say video options update. Are you gonna get that? No. Update gadgets and image options. Update gadgets. That's fair. Right. That does not apply in this case. That is image options. Why is all that tabbed? That just does my head in. Why is video options tabbed? Oh, I know why it is. It's because it's all inside your cursor. Okay, yada, ignoring that. Right. So, in apply, I have to say project output width equals out width, and project output height equals out height, and again project out scale equals out scale, and project, what was it, oops, recursions equals rec, and project, what was that other thing, copy render log, yeah, equals copy L, and video options apply, and image options apply. Did I remember to keep those relevant bits? I did. Right. Now, in response, some things occur which actually are just up here somewhere. Things like God, what on earth is that? What do you call that? I don't like when that happens because I have no idea. What? Oh right, copy log's not found anymore. A few things here won't be, I guess. Unless I already remember to take them out, and my mouse wheel honestly is starting to hurt me. Okay, well I will just take them out. They have become irrelevant. And what are you talking about? Out width button not found. And yet down here, just painful. This no longer happens. How am I doing here? I'm gonna have to call it quits for a moment soon. But here is where I want to be. I really don't want to be using this mouse wheel, but here I am doing it anyway. Okay. So at the moment, this is a good opportunity, because at the moment I have a load of rubbish about calling something called set output width, which is not even what I would do now, because now I have a little temporary place to store this before you apply it. So forget it, that's not happening. Something easier is happening. In fact, right now I should eliminate all of these and make myself happier. I'm just thinking about it. Okay, well, look, what have I got? Not somewhere that I'll run, but where it is just now, I have created my render options window. I've got most of the stuff into my render options window. Now I have to take a handful of it's just a handful of buttons really, and make responses for them, which are doing things I'm already doing, but I'm going to stick them into lambdas so I can eliminate even more of these very meaningless little functions. All that will happen next time.